South Carolina is the newest target of the Obama Justice Department, the administration challenging yet another state with anti-illegal immigration laws. In the Dobbs Forum tonight, we focus on our ongoing discussion of illegal immigration and some of the concrete solutions to the issue. We're joined tonight by Republican Congressman Ted Poe. Congressman, good to have you here. And also Alberto Cardenas, Jr., attorney who serves as counsel to business interests affected by immigration laws, also former general counsel to Senator Kay Bailey Hutchinson, and Ali Noorani, executive director of the National Immigration Forum. Good to see you. And let's begin with the idea, Ali, that the Justice Department, well, let's just start with this. Let's take a look at a map. Now we have Justice Department actions against 3 states, South Carolina, Alabama, and Arizona. What you see there in yellow are states with sanctuary cities, states with sanctuary laws in which there is an abject refusal to enforce immigration laws. 26 in all, 70 cities that have sanctuary laws across the country, and not one of those has been sued by the U.S. Justice Department, the Obama Justice Department. Ali Noorani, want to hazard a guess as to why?
Well, I mean, first of all, I can't see the graphics, so I'm shooting somewhat blind here. But
well, that's why I said 26 states, 70 sanctuary cities that refuse to enforce U.S. law.
But when you're looking at the Alabama, the South Carolina, and Georgia law, it's clear that those laws are not constitutional because it's the job of the federal government to enforce immigration law. And it's a job, therefore, of the Department of Justice to make sure that any law at the state level meets the criteria of our Constitution. So we think that the DOJ is taking the right step in holding these states accountable for their efforts to really overstep the Constitution.
God, you confused me a little bit there, Ali, and you don't normally do that.
How's that?
You said that it's the job of the Justice Department, the federal government, to enforce U.S. immigration laws, right? And then you said that's the reason that they're suing states because it's their job.
Exactly.
I don't understand how that follows. Because it seems to me like they should have been focusing on enforcement then. It would be helpful.
They are focusing on enforcement to no end. I mean, I'd be happy to talk about that. But those states, they're taking immigration enforcement into their own hands and overstepping the bounds of the Constitution. That is why the Department of Justice has filed these lawsuits. And we think that's a very good step for the interests of the nation.
All right. Beto, your thoughts?
A law enforcement officer is a law enforcement officer. They're there to enforce the law. And if it happens at the state or local level or at the federal level, I think if everybody's working in unison and in a coordinated approach, then we're in a good step. I hope none of those sanctuary cities that you mentioned were in Texas. I know that here in our state of Texas.
They're in Texas. A couple of them.
Well, I don't know which ones they are,
well,
but I do know that here in Harris County.
I'll start with Houston since you're close to Houston.
Well, I'm here at home in Houston, a good home of a congressman on our panel as well. Look, in Harris County, we have the 287G agreement with our county jail. We've got secure communities here as well. It is a coordinated approach. With regard to the states that are imposing these laws, if there is a violation of U.S. citizen rights, and I think the Justice Department has an effort and an ability to step in. But the clear priority should be on working with Congress and getting the administration and Congress to pass legislation that makes sense. I think Congressman Poe has a bill that does.